We're back at it again. I'm excited to make a video at the end of this, like the car project from hell or something like that.
Oh, meant the tool.
I just want to drive my van again.
Hello, my name's Jeff. We've got a lot to work on the van, and this is my good buddy David. He's going to be helping me because my wrist is not fully healed and I need a strong man to turn some bolts.
You got it. So I started this video with my friend and I was like, oh, this will be great. This will just be like learning to work on cars. And then it turned into like notes on working on cars. It's just gonna be a warning for anyone.
Nice. Easier with two people. So we'll be taking this whole thing off. Here's the goal for today. There it is. Yeah, nice. Super annoying.
Classic. All right, so we got the new steering box, but we're having a heck of a time with a bolt way back in there. That guy. It's a 33 millimeter. That's the pitman arm.
There we go. Nice. Okay, so we got that bolt off, and now we're gonna use the pitman arm puller, and then we should be able to take the bolts that mount the steering box out. But it's looking good. Looking good. Even after several hours of trying, David and I were unable to get the pitman arm off of the steering box, so I rented the heavy-duty pitman arm puller. Unfortunately, even with the heavy-duty puller, I was unable to get the pitman arm off. It's the end of day 2. This thing's really challenging me, but we've done much harder things. Signing off for day 2. I just got it off. I'm so excited. I've been wrestling with this thing for days. I actually took the whole thing out, pitman arm and all. I dropped the steering linkage, undid the sway bar, and wiggled it out the bottom. And then I got my heavy-duty puller, and I rode this thing like a skateboard. All right, this thing's crazy. If you look inside of here, those splines are orange. They're rusty, man. And this steering box is filthy. It's loose. I can like spin the output shaft by hand, and when I do, it just gushes fluid out of every seal. I'm over the moon. This is the end of day 3. And I've just gotten it off. This old man is temperamental. Holy cow. I'm over it. I'm going inside, taking a shower. It's cleaning day, so we're going to spray everything down with degreaser, brush it, scrub it. This is kind of like trying to clean peanut butter off of metal. This sucks. Tonight we finished cleaning, installed the steering gear, routed and cleaned all of these lines, and even wrapped and reshrouded some of them. That's it for tonight. This is the end of my 4th day working on this. It is now day 5. The goal for today is to... Now, I have a rule. Never work on cars angry. And not only did I break that rule, but I also broke this bolt. I actually snapped off my bolt extractor inside of this bolt. I took a break for a few days because I needed it to cool down before I start on this again. This is my 6th day working on this thing, and I've been struggling to get motivated. Let's do it. It has caused me to reflect on working on cars a bit. I have to remind myself that this is all a part of working on cars. You have to make a new plan. You have to know when to walk away. If I came back to it in a state where I was impatient and angry, I could have made stuff worse. I did make stuff worse when I snapped the bolt off. We got it out. We're back in the garage. I don't think we'll be driving today, but I think we'll be well on our way. But we're going on like a whole month of the van being on jack stands, so... Oh man, I just finished installing the last power steering hardline. The line with the power steering is that silver guy, and I was really struggling to get to this fitting, so I made a tool. This guy, so that I could get up in there. But that was crazy. It took hours just for this one hard line. That might be it for today. I'm glad I came out to work on the van though. All right, very exciting progress. In that black boot down there is the steering shaft. We've got the steering fluid filter here. Put power steering fluid in and tried to prime the system by spinning pulley with the drill. All right, that's it for day 7, I think. I'm calling it a night.
You know, I'm just happy to be in the garage with my tools and you guys and my van that seems to hate me now. Like, I thought I was better than snapping off bolts, but I guess I wasn't. Just gotta keep going. That's it. Just gotta keep going. That's enough of that. Okay, we got the wrench is on the pitman arm, wrench extender, and the ratchet. Can you see what I'm going through for this van? Guess I'm just too strong.
I just hate coming out here and feeling like I'm not making any progress. This is the worst feeling ever. It's been another few days and we're working on it. We freaking did it. Oh my gosh. Right there is the pitman arm. You can see an alignment mark on the side of it to help me see if the nut has backed out at all. After that, I took out the fuel pump relay and primed the steering gear with fluid by spinning the wheels back and forth while the car was in the air and stomping on the brakes because the Hydro Boost uses power steering fluid. I'm still nervous. I'm like, maybe one of the lines isn't tight. We don't know yet. We'll have to see. That sounded awful. All right, we got the van in the air this time, and we're gonna try that again. I think we accidentally ran the reservoir empty for a little bit, which is terrible. Reservoir check. There's a lot of bubbles in the reservoir, which is a good thing. That means it's bleeding the air out. Oh, buttery smooth. I haven't driven this thing in forever. I'm very excited. Things are feeling pretty good. It does feel certainly more responsive. So we're at Garden of the Gods. It looks like there are no leaks, but I'm gonna use a flashlight, check around, and look in the reservoir, see if more bubbles are coming out, and then we'll probably head home. So the van drove really well, but it's still making that noise, like fluid is getting pushed out. So I'm gonna drive it to work tomorrow and probably pull it back in the garage and look for leaks, but I'm gonna wash it, so it should be fun.
They talk about like life has ups and downs, right? But you can also get yourself down by taking on a project that you've never done before, don't have the right tools for, and it's type 2 fun. At the end of this, when I drive this blue monster down the street, it's gonna feel so good. But like, this is a point of struggle and I will overcome it. I've overcome harder things than this before. I dropped my gas tank, I put in fuel injectors, I rebuilt my air conditioning on this van. You guys saw me do leaf springs, but like, I have a tool now. You know, I'll probably have this the rest of my life.